Hey everyone, welcome back to the XSP Green Monster channel. Hope you guys are having a good day. If you enjoy the video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and leave a like. I'll be putting out some more videos like this soon. This is kind of getting back into more of my car audio scene style, which I really like. I've been doing car audio for a few years now. So without further ado, we'll get into it. We're going to be unboxing a CT Sounds AT125.4D amplifier. This is their midline, I believe, the AT series, or it's the top of the line. Not 100% sure on that, but this is their 125 watts per channel for 4 channels amplifier, stable down to 2 ohms. And I've already had one before, so I already kind of know what to do, so this will be a review as well. I got one as a loaner when I first got sponsored by CT. I am no longer sponsored by CT, so this is not a sponsored video. And yeah, they're great amps, and we'll get into it here soon. Okay, so here it is, the CT Sounds AT125.4D. We'll get this opened up. All of them come double boxed like this, and usually in a third box as well. Oops. That was smart of me. Alright, so here it is. We've got the 125.4D, and this box was, I ripped, this didn't come like this. But here we go. There it is. Comes in this very nice wood box. 2 little stickers on each side say CT Sounds. You got the model number right there, which you can't see, but there you go. Open up the box, and first thing we get is the, man, it's having trouble focusing, is the CT Sounds instruction manual. There it goes. So you get the CT Sounds instruction manual, has information about how to hook it up, the rated RMS of it, and mounting instructions, wiring instructions, everything you could want. Next, you have the amplifier itself. Has nice foam packing on each side here, as well as a clear cellophane wrapper around the amp itself. Comes with 4 mounting screws if you choose to or to not use them. I tend to not use them. I tend to just use the screws I use on the rest of my project, which is a 1 1/4 inch wood screw, but they come if you want them. So if we remove the cellophane off, we'll get to the amplifier. Put those over there, and there she is. The CT Sounds 125.4D. There's one side for you. There's the other side. Get the front with a nice curve on it, and then obviously CT Sounds, all of their nicer ones come with the plexiglass backing, which I love. One of my favorite things about these amps. So, what are we looking at here? This is a 125 watts per channel for 4 channels amplifier, rated at 2 ohm stable per channel. Some of the neat features about it are you get the CT Sounds logo on top right here. This lights up blue when the amplifier's on. Looks really good. I might have a picture of it lit up, and I'll put that in here somewhere. And like I stated, you get the nice plexi backing on the amplifier. Able to see the guts of it. I always like that. It's just a neat thing. So if you want to mount it backwards, you can. Then we'll go over to, whoops, camera, go over to this side. So we got ground, on light, got the on light here first, you got the model number, ground, remote, power, and 4-gauge connections. Then you got two 40 amp fuses in the middle, always nice to have the extra protection. Then you have the channel 1, 2, 3, and 4. And nice staggered, whoops, bumped it again. Nice staggered input there. And everything is kind of concealed in these plastic casings. If you guys can see, I'm not a huge fan of the plastic casings, but it does help to protect anything from shorting out. I guess most of them do have plastic casings now I think about it, just some are clear and some are black. I tend to prefer the black casings on them. I think it looks a little bit cleaner, but with a white amp, I can see where the clear casings made sense. Come over to the other side of the amplifier. Of course, you have channel 1 input, channel 2 input, channel 3 input, channel 4 input. On this side, we got the gains for each, bass boost for each, which never use. If you're new to car audio and stuff like that, never touch those bass boosts. Always leave them on 0. We got crossovers for high pass frequency, full pass or low pass frequency here and here for each channel. We got the crossover frequency from 50 Hertz to 500 Hertz for each channel, depending on what you have it set to. And if you have it set to the ×10 version, over here on these switches, which just adjusts which crossover setting you want, you can go from 500 Hertz to 5000 Hertz on the crossover. And like I said, channel 3, channel 4, CT Sounds logo right here, all cleanly, nicely done. Like I said, it has this nice swoop on one edge with nicely cut cooling vanes. All of the paint is really nicely done. And there's another shot of that inside. Very nicely done. Everything looks clean in there. Everything looks good. So, now we'll come to the review of this amplifier. What do I think about it? So, like I said, I ran one in my car for a little while. It puts out amazing numbers. It does absolutely crazy when you dyno it. I'll put up a photo of the dyno numbers on this amp. It was done using an SMD. Done using an SMD AMM1 controller. I dynoed it. It was at 1000 Hertz, I believe I dynoed it at. So right where it should be. I was right at 2 ohms per channel, so it was right where this amp was rated. Did perfectly fine. For those of you that have been following my build, you'll know that I had the 200.4D in my car for a little while. And those ended up blowing and going up in smoke due to some manufacturer defect or something. So I'm not sure what happened with those. I wouldn't recommend getting the 200.4Ds. This one puts out some pretty crazy numbers. I think over 1000 watts for the total amp, which is double what it's rated for. And I've had no problems with the 125.4. The 200.4 didn't put out amazing numbers. I think it actually put out a little bit less than this. So if you're looking for a good 4-channel amplifier, this is going to be the one to go with from CT. Now, would I recommend someone buy this amp? Of course. It looks great, it performs great, the sound quality is amazing off of them. They put out really good numbers for their size. They are tiny. So, this amp performs amazingly, looks good. CT Sounds logo lights up pretty well. I am not a huge fan of the white on blue. I know it matches my wires really well, but I've had DD, M5, and C5D amps in the past, and I kind of like the way those looked. I wasn't a huge fan of the white. Like I said, I'm still not a crazy big fan of the white. I'd like to paint it, but it voids all the warranties. So that's kind of one of my big concerns. One of my other concerns with CT Sounds is the fact that I did have my 200.4s blow on me for reasons that are undetermined. These were sent back to me at just the cost of me returning the amps based on my own cost and charge. So I paid for shipping on 200.4s back, and they sent me 2 of these 125.4s for free. So, I mean, I'd definitely recommend going with the 125.4D over the 200.4D. This is the AT series. They do have an M series, which is red, and it looks pretty good too. I haven't heard much about them. I haven't ran them personally, but They do seem to be doing good amps. Another gripe I have about this is that they are Phillips head screws. I know some people in the car audio world can understand why that's terrible. These Phillips head screws just strip out so easily when you're working on these things. I much prefer the Allen head bolts. And yeah, I can't get over the Phillips head screws. Some people prefer the Phillips head screws. I personally don't. I like the Allen head bolts. I think they look a little bit cleaner. I think these look a little cheesy. Other things would be, obviously mounting can be a little tight, but that's kind of on all amplifiers that mounting's a little tight, especially on this screw right here. You can see up in that corner. That one can be a little hard to get to with a big screw. The mounting holes are very small, so if you're planning on doing these in a stack design, it could make it difficult to stack them. I just run them one on one side, one on the other side, my big Team 7K in the middle, so I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I love the look of these amplifiers. They perform amazingly. They're at a decent price. I think they cost $350 new off of CT. I'm not sure if anyone else sells them or if they have any distributors or dealers. But 350 bucks for this amp is decent for a new amp that puts out this power. It's right around the price range of every other amplifier that puts out this kind of power. So they're not overpriced. If you like this look, it could go really well with a white and blue build. And yeah, I mean, they're good, great little amps. Highly recommend them. Don't recommend the 200.4D. Really don't recommend that. Like I said, I was sponsored by CT, but I am no longer sponsored by CT. I'm no longer on the team CT. That's another story that maybe I can get into one day in a video. Yeah, built well. I haven't had any problems on build quality. The things I do like are that the RCAs are Tiffany RCAs, so you get really good connection here, which probably has to do with sound quality. These are really well spaced, and all the metal on these is extremely thick, works really well. I've pushed this thing to the max before when I had it as a loaner and had no problems with it blowing any fuses or anything. I love the fact that the back is plexi from the factory. That makes it just a really cool feature if you want to mount it upside down or whatever you want to do. Everything on here is really clean. You got this accent in blue. This lights up blue. Looks amazing at night for sure. And then all the controls are nice. I guess another gripe would be that these controls are... Never mind, I do like these being Phillips head. These I do prefer to be Phillips head, all these controls on this side. I like it when those are Phillips head. When they're not Phillips head, they can become a little bit difficult. Haven't had any problem with those breaking off on me as I haven't with other amps, so those are all made very well. The warranty is void if you pull it apart, so you can't really like take out the plexi to look on the inside, which kind of sucks, but that's the same with all amplifiers. And yeah, I think that's it for this unboxing and review of the CT Sounds AT125.4D. Alright, thank you guys for watching the beautiful unboxing of the CT Sounds 125.4D with the very nice plexiglass cover on the back. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that this was useful if you're looking to put one of these in your car, or if you want to do a home sound system with them, honestly, because it sounds great either way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.